Hello Sagittarius! Welcome to your mid-month general reading. Thanks so much for joining me over here on Patreon. Watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. I'm not doing the whole Venus sign, because that is for my love readings, which I do apologize for not getting out the bi-weekly love readings at the beginning of the month, but with the time that I have, I figured I would go ahead and do readings for my Patreons this month, and you all are included in that. So going in astrological order, I'll also be doing Capricorn today. Watch if you have a Capricorn in your life, or you have a Capricorn in your chart or something like that. But let's focus on Sagittarius now. Spirit, what are the mid-month general, what are the energies for the mid-month general reading for Sagittarius, covering their past, present, and future? And this is for my Sagittarius who are watching on Patreon. All my Sagittarius who are watching on Patreon, whether you are a Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, or Sagittarius Rising, or Sagittarius on the house cusp. What does the Sagittarius need to know? Spirit, please show me the energies of their past, present, and future. For all Sagittariuses over on my Patreon that may be watching, what do they need to know? What are the most important messages and energies, Spirit, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? And Sagittarius on the cusp over on Patreon that may be watching. Okay. Let's see what's going on for Sag. Starting with your recent past, we have the Star. Very nice. Eight of Swords in reverse. Two came out. Oh, that's weird. Let me just think about this, because we want to put these down in the right order. Five of Pentacles, Emperor. There we go. They wanted to come out together, so I'll just remember that. All right. I'm kind of reading. For some reason, these cards are grouping together for me, which is different. Going into the present, we have the High Priestess, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and the Hanged Man. So I'm already getting a little bit of a timeline here. We just had the eclipse in Cancer, the new moon eclipse. So whenever I do see the moon card, it can indicate a lunar event. So this is going to be your present situation right around the eclipse there. Page of Pentacles clarified with the Fool. Queen of Pentacles clarified with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands. Empress. Outcome is the Temperance card, and we have the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which can indicate that the underlying theme or challenge of this reading is that you may be involved in some kind of indecision or stalemate, or you may be of two minds, ignoring your intuition in order to make a decision. It's suggesting you should listen to your intuition. You may not want to offend someone, or you may have two options here that are mutually exclusive. So for you, you may be ignoring your emotions, putting off a decision for now, so that you can either focus on other areas of your life, focus on work. This could even be a stalemate situation with regards to a work situation. All right, let's go ahead and read your cards. In the past, we have a Star, a sign of Aquarius. This was a time of renewal and optimism for you. This can also be you following your stars, the stars shining for you, beliefs, being connected to astrology. I also see the stars like important constellations. So understanding, how you constellate with the rest of the world, the solar system, feeling connected in that way. The star indicates astrology, hope, optimism for the future and renewal. And the word rejuvenation comes to mind. So perhaps you were, reviving yourself spiritually. It's a very spiritual card. Also indicates being protected spiritually, having lots of spiritual protection around you. Some of you might have been dealing with an Aquarius, very small number of you, because I don't really read it that literally. But I do feel like it was a bigger energy for you at the time. I see you releasing yourself from difficult, here's what I see. I see you understanding a problem for what it was and being able to specifically see how that was keeping you stuck. So here this talks about your belief systems, how they may have jaded you, maybe also just having a lot of questions answered through a spiritual process, through your belief in astrology, understanding how negative thoughts, your own beliefs about yourself were keeping you stuck and trapped. And so this is also you releasing yourself from a difficult situation, taking back your power, taking back your personal power. Now, some of you are dealing with, again, this is in your past. Five of Pentacles can often just literally mean that you are having you're struggling financially. No doubt these are homeless people or beggars. They are both suffering. Now, it can indicate suffering in a relationship. It can indicate poverty mindset, feeling a lack of some kind, feeling out in the cold. These two cards did come out together like a pair. So if you're dealing with an Aries or a Leo, or you're dealing with a strong masculine energy, the Emperor can be a boss, can be the man who rules your life, can be someone who has great authority. A business can be someone who is a boss, in the business world, etc. I feel that these energies are connected. So this person could be feeling out in the cold from you, could be feeling alienated from you, could be dealing with, could be struggling financially, and somehow this person is connected to you. Its energy is connected to you. But yeah, so the important thing to remember is, with the Five of Pentacles, there is help available. You don't have to suffer. Now, it can also just be financial issues. Often the Five of Pentacles just means that you're someone here, possibly the Emperor type of personality, is suffering financially. I'm going to sneeze. Normally if I have to sneeze in the middle of a reading and very unexpectedly, it can indicate that there is some kind of a lie. So we'll just have to think about that, what that could be. But usually it can be someone here is not telling the truth, someone is covering something up or not speaking the truth. Okay, we're going to keep going. But in your present situation, you have the High Priestess, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and the Hanged Man. So the High Priestess indicates, Sagittarius, that you may be holding on to some information. You know something that a lot of people don't know. This is also a sign of Pisces, Virgo. You could have Pisces, Virgo in your chart, or be dealing with the Pisces, Virgo. But the High Priestess can also indicate someone like me, who's a tarot reader, someone that you could consult in terms of astrology, in terms of tarot, someone that understands the occult. She sits behind the veil. So the veil would indicates, being very much in touch with your intuition. So there's something that you just know, but you might not be speaking about it. It's sort of someone who plays their cards close to their chest. The silent partner, if you will. With the Six of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing here there could be issues with transportation. For example, if you're returning from a trip, you could be facing some delays there. This also indicates, like, if you're crossing over a body of water or an ocean, there could be travel delays. I'm also seeing that someone here is treading water, which to me means psychologically they're having difficulty moving on past some trauma, having difficulty moving on past the situation, because this almost always to me indicates someone who has difficulty healing, moving on from difficult situations. Something keeps you stuck. And this could be, there could be some stuff with around this new moon in Cancer here. The moon in reverse is a very difficult energy. It can indicate witchcraft, bad luck, or just stuff coming out of the woodwork. On a basic level, it indicates that you could be repressing emotions. You could be in denial of how you feel. We don't see the moon, we see the reflection of the moon, which is a distortion. So it's distorted perceptions, it's things not making sense. I would say overall this is a very bad time for decisions. It's a time where you need to confront things as they come up. I would not suggest repressing your emotions. I would suggest dealing with things as they come up and are presented to you. But some of you may be repressing your feelings, pushing them down, or dealing with someone who is doing this. We also once again have the sign of Pisces, Pisces Cancer coming up again. Pisces Virgo, Pisces exalted in Leo, and we have the sign of Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces again. So if those signs are resonating with you in your chart, or you are dealing with one of these signs, the Hangman is suggesting here that you may be at a crossroads. While you are maybe repressing a lot of stuff right now, you are also finding that time is a bit standing still for you. There's no movement forward. It's not a good time, like I said, to take action. It's time to observe. Observe your situation as though you were a partial stranger. What would that stranger have to say to you, looking at your situation through the eyes of someone who can be more objective? So it also suggests that you release yourself. Again, the idea of releasing yourself from a situation and taking some time out to really understand what is going on around you. So again, there's a lot of like silent reflection. I suggest if you have emotions coming up to the surface around the eclipse, it's time to confront those feelings, understand them, and then release them, not repress them, not to keep pushing them down. If things are very scary, if you're feeling like stuff is coming out of the woodworks, it's probably a good time to kind of maybe, I wouldn't say isolate yourself, but instead of, I've been saying this to a lot of people, it's not a good time to, it's okay to respond to people, but not to react, to be unreactive. Like, what are the elements that are non-reactive? Be like one of the elements that are non-reactive. You just don't, you just need to be kind of within yourself, stay within yourself, be intuitive. Very intuitive time for a lot of you. But I feel that there's something here keeping you stuck emotionally, something that you don't understand, or some information that is really not available to you at this time. You may intuitively know what it is, but you have to be willing at this time to let go of a lot and to want and be able to release yourself from anything that's been kind of holding you back emotionally. Next thing I'm seeing, oh, and you know what? I didn't even start my timer. So 13 minutes, okay. I'm trying to keep these to around 20 minutes. In the future, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands and the Empress. To be honest, I'm seeing an older woman, more mature woman, and possibly a younger person here. I'm seeing like a mother and son situation. It could also be two earth signs you could be dealing with if you don't have earth sign in your chart. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So I'm seeing like possibly an older earth sign and a younger earth sign. What is going on with the younger earth sign? They could be starting a new journey. They may be going on they may be traveling, going on a vacation, studying abroad, starting camp, beginning a new journey. This could also involve learning or travel. Also, the Earth, the younger Earth sign could have some placements in Aries, or have like an Aries rising, or an Aries, like a Mars in Aries or something like that. But there's new beginnings for this younger Earth sign. They could also be, this is someone much younger, like in their 20s, teenager, etc. I'm feeling like this is a mother-son relationship, and what I'm seeing for the older woman here, not older, but she could be more like middle-aged. I feel like this person is experiencing a lot of stress and pressure and anxiety. It feels like there's pressure on all sides for her. She may be worried about, maybe this is her son or her child or a younger acquaintance. She's stressed out about this person going off. Maybe they're going off to college, maybe they're getting ready for school or camp, or going on a trip. I also sense that around this Earth sign woman, there is someone who has been like embattled, and I'm seeing someone like battling, or there's maybe some fighting, or someone that has been kind of aggravating or been very challenging for her. I'm seeing like there's a lot of adversity, and someone who is constantly just trying to defend them, like deflect things and defend themselves. There's a lot of defensive energy here. I'm picking up someone that has, like, you know, there's just so many flames here, and it's just very hot. So there is like some kind of heated argument here going on, but I feel like this is a temporary thing. If you are kind of feeling besieged by other people's issues and like stressed, you know, just take some deep breaths. Understand that, you know, this time is about being in the present and just enjoying, try to enjoy your life as much as possible. You just also may be feeling very defensive, and like there's a lot of stuff challenging, a lot of challenging things here that you need to overcome, and you're just trying to stay on higher ground at this time, which is fine. Lastly, we have the Empress here, which is a wonderful sign for those of you who are wanting to become pregnant, wanting to become mothers. Empress is a sign of the mother. She also represents Venus, so Venus in Aries, Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus, if you check your chart. But I am sensing here this is a great time of abundance for you. This will be probably at that going into the mid-month, the end of the month too. Feeling open to love, feeling open to life. You may also be involved with someone like this who's very nurturing, very caring, because the Empress cares for everyone, even the plants and the little bugs on the plants. And she's someone that has a green thumb. She's someone that enjoys really good food. The Empress is someone who also can be a bit lazy. She can kind of, you know, she's sort of sitting very comfortably on her pillow. So this can also just be you just having some downtime, really feel pampering yourself, taking care of your appearance, feeling very comfortable. So I really see this moving in a positive direction. And just to cap it off, we have Temperance here, which is about peace and healing. So some of you could be taking a nice long vacation. Some of you are going to be really just relaxing. We also have, this is your card as well, so I'm sensing more in your element here. Angel Gabriel coming in, protecting you. And this was a great time for you to create, to feel abundant. If you're an artist, if you're someone that likes to cook, bake, create things in their free time, I also feel like this is a great time for you to combine all of the knowledge that you've learned so far to heal and to nurture and to just be that wonderful, worldly, magical Sagittarius that you are. I really feel like you're coming into your own. So in other words, I feel like as we move through the month, as we move through the eclipse, within the next couple of weeks, things start to really improve for you, and a lot of these the more difficult energies are sort of going to drift off. So this does look very positive. I'm going to leave it right there. Sagittarius, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, I do have openings available. I would love to read for you. If you resonate with this reading, please leave a heart or write me a comment below. I love hearing from my patrons. And of course, I wish you a wonderful rest of July. Take good care of yourselves and many blessings.